Day, California. I am so very happy to join me this evening for a few moments of stillness and reflection. Wherever you are, please sit, be comfortable, and let's take a brief metaphysical journey together. We're in the second week of June, the Pride Month, and whether you are a member of the LGBTQIA community or an ally, Pride Month is always a wonderful time to reflect on the beautifully complex mix of identities, talents, and quirks that is you. It is also a wonderful time to reflect on some of these amazing aspects of you that you have been intentionally or unintentionally hiding from the world in general, from those you encountered during your daily round, and even from those friends, lovers, and chosen family who are closest to you. While there are many reasons why you might choose to dial down certain aspects of yourself, especially for reasons of personal safety, hiding too much of your core self too often can have a substantial negative impact on your overall sense of peace as you move from day to day. This evening, I would love for us to think about the possible connections between living certain aspects of ourselves more loudly and enhancing the overall sense of peace that we experience within ourselves. We will explore these intriguing and crucial connections by listening to a very brief poem and a slightly longer narrative from two clear authors. So please, settle into the safe space that you are currently occupying and be comfortable. Feel the chair that supports your body and the floor that grounds you to the earth. And if you feel safe in doing so wherever you are, you may close your eyes or simply soften your gaze. Take a slow, easy breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. And again. As you continue to breathe, be aware of its gentle, consistent, and effortless rhythm, and feel how it synchronizes with the steady rhythmic beating of your heart. There is no effort for you to accomplish this. It simply happens. These rhythms are the soundtrack and motive force of your being, your constant companion and reminder of the miracle of existence that is you. Be with this symphony of life for a moment as you continue to breathe, gently and without thought. In a profound way, this phenomenon that you know as your daily existence is truly magical. Now, slowly begin to expand your awareness of the present moment as you continue to breathe. Notice all the sounds, notice sensations in your current surroundings. Be aware of the infinitely loving energy that is flowing from me to you in this moment. And as you experience all of this, allow it to gradually fade into the background of your consciousness. In this moment, there are no concerns, worries, or pressures. If random thoughts come, simply acknowledge them and allow them to evaporate. If you are holding any tension in your body from recent days and circumstances, especially in your shoulders, jaw, and neck, allow your body to relax and release all discomfort. And in doing so, surrender to the peace, calm, and stillness that is gently and lovingly enveloping you. You have arrived. And as you continue to breathe, and as you continue to experience all of this, begin to consider the elements of your identity and being that you know to be the core parts of yourself. With these foundational elements of you in mind, can you recall experiences where you felt an enhanced sense of peace, contentment, and well-being when you were proudly and unabashedly expressing the key pieces of you to the world? those experiences look like? What did they feel like? And what parts did you feel were completely and unabashedly on display in those moments? By the same token, can you also recall situations where your personal safety was not under threat, when you either intentionally or unintentionally reined yourself in, or you hid or downplayed core elements of yourself because you felt that displaying them loudly would make you uncomfortably stand out as the other, as somehow less than those around you? If you recall those moments, what happened, and how they made you feel. Did those experiences make you feel less peaceful, easy, uptight, anxious? And as you ponder all of this, please listen to the brief poem, The Peacefully, by Louis Francisco. The peacefully is a flower that can grow and survive even if it's left in the shade. See? We don't always choose our environment, but we can't let that stop us from blooming. And for all of us, though, I think, especially for queer folks, living through these often harsh and cruel times, consider ways that we can bloom more brilliantly when we feel that we are being left in the shade of judgment and scorn. And as you continue to reflect on how to maintain your own sense of peace and abiding stillness in moments of challenge, in moments when you feel left in the shade, let's also recall that this Friday, June 12th, we will be remembering the 10th anniversary of the Pulse nightclub shooting in Orlando, Florida. And for the writer Patrick Ramsey, this tragic event served as a clarion call not to shrink, not to live in the shade, but to live louder and live prouder. Listen to his words. How to talk about it, 2016. Let me preface this by telling you I'm a pretty quiet person. There are a few reasons why, but mainly being quiet is easy. You just sit back and witness. It's comfortable for me, or it was. On June 12, 2016, I half woke up in the middle of the night to reports in the media of the world trembling. Hoping it was a nightmare, I fell back into a restless sleep and woke up later that morning to a higher death toll. The world is crying now. I'm a part of that world. It shakes, and I shake with it. I could hear my own pulse that morning. Pulse, pulse, I close my eyes and try to hear my friends' pulses too. There are 49 fewer pulses. In a group text message with my best friends, we say how much we love each other. The world is still crying. We don't know how to talk about it, but we learn their names. It's important that we know them. I don't know how to respond. I break up with my boyfriend that night because all I can think about is how he implied that one reason he liked me was that he couldn't tell I was gay. And when I told him I was getting a yoga membership, he said, that was too gay. How I, a quiet person already, was consciously speaking less. And when I did speak, it was deeper. Mimicking the bro talk or macho, well, I can't say that word. The world is still crying. And I've spent the past few months, maybe even the past few years, trying to turn someone on to strategic linguistics. How messed up is that? I knew now how to respond. I thought about all the times I was told to be quiet. I thought about terrorists of love, telling love in Orlando to be quiet. And the word that kept coming back to me was louder. I need to be louder. Louder for my friends. Made family by our trials. Louder for the time my sister said, they should be able to get married, but they shouldn't be able to call it marriage. Louder for the time my father stopped and rolled his eyes at the headband I was wearing to hold my back, my long, sweeping hair. I thought it was beautiful, but I cut it a few days later. Louder for the parts of myself I'm still afraid of. Louder for the hairy-legged man in a tight sequin dress. I stare at him in the elevator because butterflies are rare in beehives. Louder because it felt so good to walk down 25th Street, proud to be holding a hand as big as mine, while we hopped over sidewalk cracks and really danced through every crosswalk. That was a good day. Louder because his mother needs to know that even though I don't have the body to feed her grandchild with a full dress, I can find room in my hip for the child of her son and real space in my heart to love them no less. Louder because the leading cause of death among Utah school children ages 10 to 17 is suicide. Louder because there's a reason for that. Louder because 600 children, the world is still crying. Louder because the chief medical examiner of Utah says we're certainly on track for being over 600 this year. Because we're talking numbers now, think about it in this way. Collective empty seats could fill 29 classrooms. Now imagine walking through an empty school. Louder for the 7th grader who packaged every word of masculinity before it fell out of his mouth. Louder for the kid who was in bed at night, not sleeping, but begging God to make him straight. Let me tell you a secret, sweet child. The power of prayer will fix what has been broken. I wish someone had told me that. Louder because I kept the real me so folded up and hidden away that even though I'm here now, I'm still trying to iron out the wrinkles. Louder because love isn't meant to be silenced. Louder because people aren't meant to be silenced. How can we all live the best parts of ourselves loudly, with maximum pride and joy? Not just during Pride Month, but always. Beloveds, we are all truly a part of the all-embracing mind of spirit. Let us strive to more loudly celebrate our beautiful selves as part of the wholly inclusive spirit. We are one. We are peaceful. And we are infinitely grateful. We let it be. And so it is. Amen. Please begin to return now to the space that you currently occupy. And when you are ready, open your eyes. Take one last cleansing breath. And feel the peace, the stillness, and the loudness flowing up inside you. We will be exploring these and other aspects of peace, pride, and living our authentic selves more loudly during our annual Pride service, which will take place here at the San Diego Church on Friday, June 12th at 7 p.m. We're also hoping to live stream the service on Facebook Live as well. There will be much music, prayer, poetry, queer joy, and even some glitter. All are welcome. All are embraced. Also, if you would like to talk with me about this evening's meditation or anything else that is on your heart, please feel free to call me at area code 626-379-1778 or send me an email at peaceboy626@gmail.com. That's P-S-A-V as in Victor, O-I-E 626@gmail.com. And Reverend Gino will be back with you next Wednesday evening at around 6 p.m. for another Facebook Live meditation. For now, I'm the Reverend Paul Savoy, reminding you that you are beloved. You are enough. You are not beloved. Thank you. Have a good